the Hillsboro Hops. The Volcanoes' last hit was in the third inning. Lead off base hit by Tyler Hollis. The other two, Leo Rojas and Ryan Jones, both in the second inning. The Volcanoes no extra base hits and only one walk and two hit batters. That's been it. As they've stranded 6 on the pass. 1-0 Hillsboro in the 8th inning. Locante against the left-handed hitter Tyler Hollis. Pollock on the night, 1 for 3. Grounded out to first base last time up.
Volcanoes down to just 6 offensive outs to put a run on the board and try and tie up this ballgame, if not take the lead here. If they don't do it, this will be the second time the Volcanoes will fall to the Hops 1-0.
In fact, the Volcanoes have been blanked twice, one in a no-hitter for the first time in franchise history from Tri-City. You're exactly right. That 1-0 win actually clinched the only road series that Hillsboro Hops have won in their franchise history back on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, July 23rd to 25th. And they won 1-0 with a 9th inning Yogi Perez Ramos double and then Cesar Carrasco RBI. 1-2 pitch to Tyler Hollis, the left-hander, pounds it at first base, runs to the bag himself. George Roberts that one. 5 more outs for the Volcanoes. That'll bring up Brandon Bednar, the third baseman, 0 for 3. The Volcanoes, after trailing after 7 innings, St. Kaiser 3 wins and 13 losses. If that extends out to the 8th, they are 1-16. And the one exception after certainly the 8th inning was that comeback at Tri-City where they were down 7-5. Entering action in the top of the 9th inning up with Pasco, they have 5 runs. They eventually win 10-7. And one of those games you'll never forget. And the other for the Volcanoes that helped extend their now 6-game winning streak was back on the 5th and final game of that Everett series, where they won it 11-10, coming back from 10-7, bottom of the 8th inning. 1-0 pitch outside from Locante. 2 balls and no strikes to Brandon Bednar. Bednar, 277 hitter, 4 home runs and 28 batted in. Bednar on a 3-game hitting streak right now. It's right in there. Sweeping slider called strike 1. Defense for Hillsboro, Yogi Perez Ramos in left field. He is way back there. Taylor Ratliff in center, Brian Billigan in right. Cesar Carrasco at third, Gephardt at shortstop, Randy McCurry second baseman, George Roberts at first. Soto just catches that called strike. Another sweeping slider there for Will Locante. He's got a great, almost half or a 3/4 arm angle. He's the third base side of the rubber. Lefty, the 2-2. Just fouled off weak to the right side. Up next after Bednar will be Brian Reguera. The Volcanoes, they shut out their opponents in Hillsboro last night and Everett in Game 3. Baseball's funny that the Volcanoes could be shut out themselves the very next day. Fly ball out of play here by Bednar. Good at-bat for Brandon and Will Locante. leadoff hitter, or actually one out leadoff hitter in the third inning. So Leo Rojas could change a lot here because it's a very tight game, 1-0. The tying run for the Volcanoes on at first, Leo Rojas. He's 1 for 3, 9 hits in 5 starts for the Volcanoes, 4 doubles and 7 batted in. See what Rojas can do against one of the best lefty relievers in the league. Outside for pitch 1. This is one knock on Locante's game. If he's going to leave pitches up, they'll usually leave him out. So Elvin Soto here has come out to the mound, not to talk to Locante, but to give himself a break. I don't know if he injured his hand, but Locante's waving over to get Elvin Soto. I think he's got a cramp in his leg. Just trying to go down and stretch out that right leg hamstring. Whole infield brought in, and the trainer for the Hillsboro Hawks is out there to visit with the catcher, Elvin Soto, who appears to be a little bit banged up here. It'll be Kevin McCarthy who's out there visiting with the entire infield, and also Otto Vicente, the 9-year Northwest League manager, is out there to see about his catcher. The Hillsboro Hawks do have one other catcher, Yosbel Gutierrez, who caught last night. Probably getting active. He has been down the bullpen all night. But now Elvin Soto will kind of shake that leg out, stretch it out, kick it up, kind of like the, I can't think of a reference there, but just trying to kick that leg out straight up in the air, kind of like an old school punter.
I tried to help you. I didn't know what the heck you were talking about, though.
It's okay. I'll figure it out.
All right.
I'll battle here.
You're a fighter.
Try to be. 1-0 Hillsboro, so we got Elvin Soto all figured out. Rojas, the 1-0 count here from him. Will Locante, here's pitch 2, half check swing, and he wins. He'd like that one back for sure. And he kind of looked up to the sky after that one. Couldn't believe he swung on that one. Slider at 79. Outfield straight up, and hitting room up the gap here is shortstop Gephardt all the way back at the fringe. They're playing Regira at first base. And the pitch foul off and rolls softly to the left. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Leo Rojas out of Falcon, Venezuela. Just a new Volcano here in his 5th start after serving and putting to bed his 50-game PED suspension. It was supposed to be the Volcano's 3-hitter coming out of extended spring training. Well, it took a little bit, but he still is. 1-2 pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Swung on and missed. And Leo Rojas goes down on strikes as Will Locante comes down, puts gas on that fastball. To fool the catcher Rojas, the Volcanoes now are down to 3 offensive outs to at least get 1 to tie the ballgame. But that's going to get the assignment to the Volcanoes bullpen to hold Hillsboro at 1. Key half inning here. The bottom of the 8th inning is on from Hillsboro.